I am back with another video, and I'm actually really excited about this one because I ordered a bunch of yarn that is a new to me yarn. I mean, I've known about this yarn for a number of years, but I've never purchased it because this particular yarn is on the more expensive side, so it's not something that I gravitate to when I'm thinking of things to make. So for me, this is more of a luxury purchase, but because I am going to be at home for a little bit, I decided to treat myself and get this beautiful yarn. Now, I bought it from a store here in Australia, and when you get it, this is actually all beautifully packaged, all wrapped up in brown paper with like a ribbon or like a little bow around it, and then packed into the bag. Now it does also come with freebies, just a little couple of, when I say freebies, it's not like free yarn or anything like that. It was just some really lovely thought, and she put a few like candies in a bag. I don't have those though because I can't eat them, so I gave them to my partner, so he's already eaten them. But that's what come in this little cute bag. And then she also had excuse the crinkling, but in that bag she also had a little free sachet of chamomile tea as well. I don't personally drink tea, so I will just put that in my tea canister for when other people come around that do. And then this was also in there as well, and it just had this really cute little panda bear. I believe it's a sticker, and then just a little note saying, you know, thank you for my order and that sort of thing. So I thought that was really lovely. And then she also pops in her little business card. So I want to say this is pronounced Bellemae Yarns, Bellemae. I'm not sure. It is based in Victoria, and this particular store had a beautiful selection of the yarns that I bought. I believe, okay, so the owner's name is Yasmin. Super lovely, but this is a store. I will put all the links for the information down below. I will put all the links for the information down below. So let's get into this. So the yarn that I bought, I will apologize if I don't know how to pronounce this properly. It is, I think it's pronounced Scheepjes. I'm not entirely sure. It is a Dutch brand of yarn. It is based in the Netherlands, and I bought a few different things. So I actually got these 4 yarns here to make a project that I had in mind. Now I will say the yarn that I got is the stone washed yarn, and when you're looking at those little like color circles on websites, it can be quite difficult sometimes to tell the true color of a yarn, especially also because it's a computer and every computer's like coloring is slightly different. So I was taking a gamble with this yarn here, whether it would be the right color or not, and when I got it, it's not the right color. That's okay though. I'll just order some more, but I will show you. I'll show you what I was doing. But I had ordered these 4 skeins here because I wanted to. I have this really cute pattern that I bought, and it is a duck, like a knitted stuffed duck. And there is a duck that is at the local arboretum that I go to all the time, and he's a mallard duck, except for he's different than a normal mallard because mallards generally have like the green head and everything like that, and this particular mallard is considered like a hybrid or like a mixed duck basically. And he is like an off-white and a brown, and he's speckled, and he is just the funniest duck. He's the biggest duck out of all of them, and I love going and seeing him. And I thought, when I saw this duck pattern, I was like, yes, I want to make this duck that to look like the duck that I see all the time. And so that's why I ordered these to make him. So this color here is correct for what I wanted. It is the, like I said, it's stone washed, and this is in the color Moonstone. So this is actually 78% cotton and 22% acrylic yarn. It is really nice and soft, like it is quite soft. I wasn't entirely sure what this would feel like because I've never experienced this before, but it's really nice. It does say it is a sport weight. It recommends a 3 to 3.5 mil hook or needles, whichever you're using. And this is a 50-gram ball of yarn. So I got 2 of those, and these were $6.50 each. So they are a little bit more pricey than I would say your average yarns, but definitely in my opinion feels like it's going to be like worth it, and it's a cotton yarn as well. So, and then this color here, I was hoping it'd be a little bit more browner, but this is actually a lot more purple. So this one is in the colorway, I'm not actually entirely sure how to pronounce this, Leopardolite, I'm not sure. I'll put the name on the screen anyway. But this is also 50-gram skein of yarn, and I just love it. Also, another thing that I really love is that they come with this. It's the little easy start pull tab for you. I love when companies do that, and it's actually quite rare to see a company to like actually do that. But all 4 of these have that easy start, which I'm super excited about. So those are the 4 big skeins of yarn that I got. So I'll pop those aside so I can show you my next purchase. And that is this beautiful, beautiful set here. This was expensive, I'm not gonna lie. But I have wanted this for such a long time, and I finally decided to bite the bullet and get it and treat myself. So this is the Scheepjes color pack, and it has 36 balls of yarn from their stone wash collection and 22 balls of yarn from their river washed collection. They are all in 10-gram minis, so they're going to be 78% cotton, 22% acrylic, and it does recommend, again, a 3 to 3.5 millimeter hook or needle. Now this one cost me $90. So it is very expensive, but you can also see on the tag here prices in other countries. So it's €39.95, $49.95 USD, or £35.95 pounds. So it's a lot cheaper in other countries, but here in Australia, super expensive. So it's $90 Australian. But I'm excited, you guys. I am so excited for what's in here. So I'm just gonna spin this around because I am filming on my tiny little table in my bedroom where I normally cake up my yarn. So I'm gonna spin this around to fit it on the table, and let me see if I can, hang on a second. Trying not to bump the camera. Okay, I think I did it, you guys. So this is what it looks like, and it's so pretty, you guys. One thing I will say though, if I'm paying $90 for this, I don't know if the camera is showing you everything because I've set it up as best I can, but in the corner up the top here there is 2 little cardboard slots in there to fill up a hole. And it is the exact size to fit 2 more of these in there, which they so should have done, in my opinion. But this is what this gorgeousness looks like. I am so excited. So the reason why I got this was it's going to go into my sock yarn blanket. I know this is not technically sock yarn, and it is a sport weight instead of fingering, which is what I'm using, but they're close enough in weight that I don't care. And it's also a scrap blanket, so this is going in there. But look how beautiful this is, you guys. Like, oh my god. So I'm gonna go through each one with you and show you and gush about this, because when I opened this today after I came home from work, I died because it was so beautiful. So the first little one we have here is this one. This is one part of the Stonewash collection. This pink is just stunning. I was drawn to this pink like immediately. They're so tiny, these little balls of yarn, and I love it. It's just adorable. They also have in there, I believe it's their Callista colorway. I believe the Callista comes in 10 gram minis like this, 25 gram ones, and then 50 grams, which is your normal size. But how pretty is this? So this one is in the colorway Tourmaline, which is a semi-precious stone. I honestly don't remember what a tourmaline actually looks like, so I don't even know if that's an actual color of a tourmaline or not, but it is gorgeous. And the reason why I wanted the stone washed ones and the river washed ones is because it's got this really like beautiful distressed sort of fade to it, which I love. I just love it so much. So there's that one. Then you've got this gorgeous light sort of pinky color. This one is in the color Rose Quartz, which is super, super appropriate. Love it. You have this next one here, which is one of their river washed ones. So I believe the river washed ones are supposed to look like, I think it's supposed to be like stones that have been washed in the river, like, you know, like tumbled in the river or whatever. I could be totally wrong here. This one is in the colorway Mekong, so the Mekong River. It is this really beautiful, just trying to think, like, it's a pink but kind of red as well, and it's like, let me just have a look here. The stone washed and the river washed are both 78% cotton, 22% acrylic, but the river wash ones has definitely a different effect to it. It's like the river wash ones have almost like this haze to, like a halo to it, whereas the stone wash ones don't. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it, but it's beautiful and I love it. The next one I actually love as well. This one is one of their stonewash ones. This one's in the color Red Jasper. This one's also super pretty. I love that. It's such a gorgeous color. You have this gorgeous one here, another stonewash one. This was in the color Garnet. Garnet's actually my birthstone. Super pretty. I love just like the cuteness of the minis. One of the river wash ones, and this is in the color, I don't know how to pronounce this, Steenbros? Steenbros? I'm not sure if that's, I'm totally butchering that, I feel like. I'll put the name on the screen anyway, but this color is gorgeous. So it's predominantly pink, like a fuchsia pink with a purple halo. I love this color and I can't wait to see this color knit up. This is going to be beautiful, you guys. Then you have a stonewash one. This one is in the colorway Corundum Ruby. I probably butchered that as well. Super pretty. This is more like a wine sort of color. And then you've got this one here. This is the same as the big skein that I showed you. It's that Leprodolite, or however you pronounce that. So same as the big skein. This one does actually, some of the stonewash ones do feel like they have a slight halo to it, but it's the river wash ones that really have that halo. Then you have this gorgeous one here, super pretty. I believe this is a lilac quartz. Really pretty color. I like that. That's going to be gorgeous for like a spring sort of color. Another stonewash one. This one is in the colorway Deep Amethyst, which super appropriate. Then you go into this one here, which is river washed. So this one has like a light green and then a dark green sort of halo to it. It's in the colorway Congo. This is really pretty as well, actually. I mean, it's all pretty, but stone washed one. This one is in the colorway Fosterite. Super pretty, beautiful color. I love this. This is predominantly more like a white with a green halo, which I really love. It looks super beautiful. You have this color here, which is a river wash. Now I love this. It's kind of like this mustardy sort of yellow with a really dark sort of forest green halo over it. And it's in the color Po, as in just P-O. Really love that. Then you've got stone washed in the color Peridot. I love Peridot, the little semi-precious stones. They're super pretty stones, but this is a gorgeous color, quite a nice bright sort of color. Another stone wash one in the colorway Canada Jade, super pretty as well. I'm not normally like a hugest fan of like greens and blues in my knitting. I tend to gravitate towards other colors, but I just really love these. They look beautiful. So this one here is a river wash one. So again, it's kind of got like a mustardy sort of color and a green color to it, and it's in the color Amazon. Super beautiful. Another river wash one. This one again is kind of like a mustardy yellow with a really bright green in it, and the color is Namada. I'm sorry if I mispronounce any of these names. There'll be a lot that I do mispronounce. Another river wash one. Again, it's kind of like a mustardy yellow with almost like a silvery sort of beige halo in the colorway Ural. This really pretty pastel pastel yellow stone wash one. This one's in the colorway Citrine, which is actually such a perfect name for this one. Super pretty. Then we've got this gorgeous one here, stone washed in the colorway Entrus. I'm not sure how to pronounce this one. Instatite? I don't know. I'm going to put the name on the screen for this one. Sorry guys. I can't pronounce that. Another stone wash one, a really pretty sort of limey green color in the color Lemon Quartz. I guess you could call it a lemon quartz, but I personally would say this is more of a green, like it's more on the green side than it is a yellow, but I know some of the greeny sort of colors are considered like a yellowy color. Another really pretty yellow in stone washed in the color Beryl. Then we move on to the blues. This beautiful stone wash one here. I love this sort of deep blue color. It's in the color Blue Apatite. Super beautiful. Then we have a river washed. This is kind of like a blue and purple mix in this one, in the color Wheaton. This is gorgeous, and this color I'm actually going to be not using in my blanket, but this is going to be used for my mallard duck, because the duck that I am going to be knitting, like the duck in real life that I'm basing my like color choice off of, does have this blue patch on it like a mallard duck would near his back of his wings, but the rest of him is just white and brown speckles, so I am going to use this for him. It is a river wash one, this one, and it's in the color Danube. It's such a beautiful bright sort of blue. It's, oh, I love it, so perfect. We have a stone wash one here. This is gorgeous, sort of like tealy sort of aqua blue. It's in the color Turquoise. Such a perfect name for that one. Love it. This really pretty sort of pastel-y blue. This one is Amazonite. Super pretty. Another river wash one. Some of them do have a few little bits and pieces hanging off, which is fine, because when I'm keeping them in this box, but when I go to use them I will cake them up anyway. So this one is in the color Rhine, as in R-H-I-N-E. I probably pronounced that wrong. You've got this color, which is kind of like a grey, I would call this. It's a stone wash one. This one's in the color Crystal Quartz. Definitely a perfect name for that one. This really pretty sort of blue-ish color. This one is in the color Larimar. Super pretty. Another stone wash one in another blue. It's a little bit deeper than that other one. This one's in the color Green Agate. I would say that's not really a green, but it's very pretty though. This one is beautiful. I love this sort of like mustardy yellow with these like teals and greens. This is a river wash one. And this one is in the colorway Tiber, I think it's pronounced, T-I-B-E-R. Really, really pretty. Then you have this one. It's a very pale sort of green, like a very pale green. It's in the color New Jade. This really pretty sort of greeny like aqua color is in the colorway Malachite. Super pretty. Now we're moving into your sort of greys, blacks, oranges and browns. Now we've got this one here, which is a stone washed. It's a grey with kind of like a purple tone to it almost, in the color Smoky Quartz. You've got this really pretty one. I love how the black is got a mixture of white through it. Love that sort of distressed look. So stone wash one, and this is in Black Onyx. Perfect name for that one. Then we have this gorgeous one. It's like a peachy sort of like orange creamsicle sort of color almost. This one's in the colorway Morganite. Super pretty. I really love this sort of orange color here. This one is in the color Coral. Yeah, I guess you could call that a coral. It's kind of not quite an orange, but not, I wouldn't say quite a coral either exactly, but I would say that's not too different from a coral. This, oh, dropped it. This one is a river wash one. So this one is a predominantly sort of brown, but it has a very slight pink halo to it. And it's in the color Murray, as in Murray River. Another river wash one. This one is a orange. It looks like a two-toned orange in this light, I think. Could possibly be a little bit yellow. This one just reminds me very much of like Halloween. It's in the colorway Mercy. Really pretty. Then you have this one, which is stone washed, and this is actually the color that I got in the big balls, and it is the moonstone one. Really pretty. I love moonstones. Moonstones are actually gorgeous. You've got this, like, it's technically a white, but it has a very subtle brown halo over it, and it is called Axionite, I think it's pronounced. But it's really pretty though. Then we've got this brown sort of color here in the colorway Boulder Opal, and it's like a what I would consider a light-ish brown. Then you have this one. This is more of a yellow base brown, and it's in the colorway Yellow Jasper. Really pretty. Then you have this colorway here, which is a deeper brown, and it is in the colorway Brown Agate, and this is more close to the color I was hoping this would be. I don't know if the camera is going to show you the difference, but I was hoping this color would be more like this color. So I think, because I'd never seen any of these in person, it was hard to tell which would be the right color. So I think what I'll do is I'll go back on there and order the Brown Agate. I think Brown Agate will be perfect for what I want, and I'll just use these ones for a different project. Then you have this one here. This one is in the colorway Obsidian. So it's a really deep brown. It looks black in some lights, but it's a very deep brown. Okay, now we're moving into some purples, pinks, and ish, like orangey colors, and there's a little cream or a very light pink in there as well. And this one is one of the River Wash ones, so it is actually a mixture of blue and pink, and I think that combination just looks so pretty how it comes out. This one is in the colorway Colorado. I love that. It's so beautiful, you guys. Then we have another River Wash one, and this is this beautiful purple and kind of like mustardy yellow color, and it's in the colorway Isaac, E-I-S-A-C-K, Isaac. Not sure if I pronounced that right, but the color is just beautiful. Again, another sort of purple and blue shade. I don't know if the camera is actually even going to pick these up very well, but they're gorgeous. This one is a darker purple. The other one was more of like a pink toned purple. This one's in the color Yarra, for the Yarra River. I actually do know some of these rivers. Another River Wash one, and this is kind of almost like a pink and a very pale blue possibly. This one's in the colorway Ganges, or the Ganges River. Another River Wash one. This is like a really pretty sort of deep coral color, I would say. It does have a very slight orangey sort of halo to it, so I want to say it's like a coral with an orange. This one's in the colorway Mississippi. Then we have a Stonewash one. This is, believe it or not, quite a very, very pale pink. It's so pale pink that it's almost cream. It's in the colorway Pink Quartzite. And then this next one, which is one of my favorites, is just a beautiful sort of almost neon pink in the colorway Rhodochrosite. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll put that on the screen as well, you guys. Super pretty though. This one's also really gorgeous. It's a very sort of like berry red color in the colorway Carnelian. Super gorgeous. Then we have a River Wash one. This one is like a, in this light, I want to say it's like a green with a coral. I can't quite tell if it's a green or a yellow, but it looks green to me. It's in the colorway Scene. Super pretty. All the rest now are river washed. So this is a gorgeous red with a touch of like a mustard yellow underneath in the colorway Avon. Beautiful. And then the next one is like a blue with a coral halo in the colorway Severn. And then the very last one is a orangey sort of color. It looks like almost like a red with an orange mixed through, and this one is called the Nile, so just Nile. So that is the last one, you guys. So that is all of the beautiful colors that you get in this color pack with a mixture of the Stonewash and River Washed yarns. Do I think this is worth $90? I think so. I think it is. You get a sample of every color they offer in these particular Stonewash and River Wash line, which is great. And to be honest with you, it's a 10 gram mini. You're gonna pay probably about $20 to $30 for 5 10 gram minis if you were to buy hand dyed yarn anyway. So I do think it's worth $90. It's just what I would consider a more luxury. Sorry about that, my camera cut off. Not everyone can afford to splurge $90 on yarn on like one of these. So, and I'm definitely one of those people, but because I got my tax return, I decided to treat myself in my tax return. Otherwise, this is most likely not something that I would normally purchase. Not because I don't think it's good or anything like that, but because it is a more luxury price tag. So this would be something I only treat myself with every so often. And I'm honestly so glad to have this, because I do really think the yarn is beautiful. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't say whether it's nice to work with, but I've admired this yarn for such a long time and I'm excited to use it. So yes guys, that is everything. I really do hope you enjoyed this little haul video. I will leave the links for both Scheepjes, because they do have their own yarn website, and I'll also leave the link to the store, which is Bellemae Yarns, from where I bought it from. If you're in Australia, if you're in your own like other countries, just type in Scheepjes yarn onto Google, and that's honestly how I went through and found stores in my own country to find who sold these. So yeah, definitely do recommend at least having a look at their stuff, because they do have some really beautiful unique yarns. Just keep in mind that it's a luxury price tag, and maybe where you live it could be a little bit more affordable than where it is for me. But anyway guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this little haul video. I know I am super excited to use this. I had to film it before I touched it and used it, because I'm so eager to just get into all this gorgeous yarn. So excited. I cannot wait, and I will have to order some more yarn to get the right color for the project that I have in mind. So I can't start that project just yet, but that is okay. I'm really excited, and I will see you guys later. Bye.